So give Mark a second, guys, while he goes to use the restroom. He'll come record it. We'll put it on the TV.
Hey.
Hey, is it your birthday?
What?
All right.
No? Excuse me, guys.
All right, let's go. Quiet down. All right. So we're going to do... Yeah, if you guys going to stay back there, you guys going to stay quiet. All right. So we're going to start with the 5-0, guys. So, again, we'll go in order. Let me get a pen. So it'll be the same thing. So for him, I'm only going to go as high as probably a 2. So metal clip. Call it metal clip demo. Alright, so we're going to go as high as a 2 metal clip, which is equivalent to what, guys? It's on your sheet. 1.5, right? So that's the equivalent. And then we're going to start with a 5-0, which is equivalent to what? Anybody? T-liner. Okay, and then we'll go bald underneath it. Alright, so those are the steps. So we're going to figure out all metal from 5-0 all the way to a 2 metal, and we're just going to go in progression, right? So that's one thing I like about metals, like we showed you guys last time. So with the metals, you can go, I don't need to use a T-liner. I'm going to go straight with the 5-0, make my initial line, bald underneath it, and then probably hit it again, but then just continue on with the rest of the metal clips, right? So the one thing I do like about the 5-0 that I wouldn't be able to do with my T-liner, he has really thick hair. And so when it grows out, it's harder to get into this hair with a T-liner. Like I said, I don't want to burn out my T-liner. I don't want to burn out the blade, all that stuff. So using a 5-0 to get that initial line is a lot easier. And you'll see, like we saw the other one. So we did a little boy's cut the other day on Tuesday, but today we're gonna do I guess we'll call him a grown man cut, right? So how I do his fade, I do it at an angle. So I create that first initial line. And I just keep that same shape all the way down. So I would kind of taper, in essence, is the same way as well. If I'm going to do a taper, I would like to kind of keep the same exact shape. I do it at an angle like that. And so you can kind of see how the hair is just literally just coming off. And I'm making my first initial line here. So we'll bald everything out underneath that. But I want to get my shape first. Just be careful around the ears, especially with these machines, because they are metal clips. All right, so what is that? How does that line look? Not even. How does it look? Who said that? You're not allowed to work my shop. All right, good? Is it even? On this side? Okay. Yeah, so we want to make sure, especially with a cut like his, we want to make sure that it's even, so. Yeah, a little bit. I'm higher on this side. I'm higher on this side. But I don't want to clean this up anyway, so. Try to make that nice shape. All right, so there we go. So we'll just brush them off. And then we'll hit it with what? The balder, right? All right, so come back. you calling Mark? It's touchy. Nice. And over here, I'm going light. Oh, clean up that little line. So you always see, sometimes you see little hairs right here. So you want to get those right away. So then I'm going to go back and clean up this line with the 5-0. Yeah, my bad. My bad. Okay, so there we go. 5-0, right? What's next? My bad. So we did the 5-0. We did the bald. What's next? 3-0, right? Which is equivalent to what? A 0? A regular 0. So now we got 3-0. So we're just going up. You can literally see just about a ½ inch, if anything. So like Miss Darcy, you asked me, what was it, Monday or Tuesday, if I can do, there's certain cuts you can't do with the metals, right? Or like you said it was difficult?
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is it's like a drop fade right here, so you'll be able to do it with, this is going to be turned out to be like a drop shadow fade. And you can do it, definitely do it with metals. Alright, and then 3-0, and then what? So you can see I'm only using little increments, right? I'm not going big. I don't create guidelines. You can create guidelines with metal clips. I just don't fade like that. So what's next? So for instance, let me get like I would get like a 1 clip, and I would go all the way up here with the 1 clip, and then I would go back and then refade it like I'm pretty much doing right now. But instead of making one initial line to get that bulk out, I'm gonna just fade as I go. You know what I mean? So I don't. Yeah. So then 3-0. Then what? What's next? Oh wait, right? And again, mine has a ceramic blade on it. So, which is equivalent to a what? I would say like a 0 halfway open. All right. How's that coming along? Pretty good? Alright, what's the next step?
1.
The 1, right? Which is equivalent to what? A half guard. Alright. So throw the 1 on here. So what's the major difference you guys can see from yesterday than today? Like I told you guys yesterday, I still struggle with straight hair. He has really straight hair and it's really thick. So, but I mean, look, it's so much easier this time around than it was yesterday, right? Because look, it's just cutting right into each other. I don't have to go back and refade. I'm not missing anything. I'm not missing steps. I mean, yeah, for me it is. I'm a lot more used to my metal clips than I am anything else. Because once I got all the metal clips and once I figured out how good they fade and I can do every cut with them, I just didn't even decide to use anything else. I didn't even bother. I just kept using the metal clips.
Yeah, it has that smoothness.
It's really clean.
Sometimes when you use some of the other trimmers, they leave that fuzz sticking out of the hair.
Sometimes they do, yeah. So the 1A is now the next step, which is a what? A 1, right? And then what's next? The 1.5, which is equivalent to what?